What up, people? How y'all doing tonight? All right, well, that's what I like to hear. Well, my name's Tim Finnegan, but besides being known as Tim Finnegan, there are a lot of other random names I go by that you can call me. Like, you can call me John Lennon, Paul McCartney, or you can call me George Harrison or Ringo Starr. You can call me LeBron James, or you can call me Napoleon Dynamite, or you can call me Troy Bolton, or you can call me John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, because his name is my name, too. Now, I'd like to tell you guys a fucking story about how I've gone into random businesses sometimes. Sometimes I go to businesses and I don't always like to give my real name when I've placed orders. Like, you know, when you go to fast food places and they ask for a name for your order, you give them a name. I don't always give my real name, you know, just because I don't want people tracking me down or discovering my fucking identity. So, for example, one time I went over to Firehouse Subs, and when the cashier at Firehouse Subs asked for a name for the order, I told the cashier that my name was Ruben. And then I waited for my name to be called. They were like, "Hey, Ruben, your order's ready." I'm like, "All right, fuck yeah." And then let me tell you guys about another time when I went over to Wendy's. When I went to Wendy's, I told the cashier that my name was Jeremy. And they were like, "Jeremy, your order's ready." And then I took it and went off. And then one time I was going through the drive-thru at Burger King. And when the cashier there asked for a name for my order, I told the cashier that my name was Jonathan. And they were like, "Don't you mean Jonathan?" I'm like, No, it's not Jonathan, it's Janathan. So I waited, I went to the drive-thru, I paid for my food, and then when I went to the pickup window, they said, "We got an order for Jonathan." I'm like, "It's Jonathan, you son of a bitch." I even drove off and didn't even take my fucking food because they mispronounced my fucking name. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, that was pretty much the shit I did then. And, you know, let me tell you guys about my high school days. I had a lot of shit I went through in high school, and I'll tell you guys about my first time cussing. Now, I was a freshman in high school when it was my first time cussing, and I said, "Shit." Now, you know, back in the day, you know, when I went by a lot of random names back in high school and all that shit, I used to go to a school that had strict policies about cussing, but I didn't give a shit about the rules. One time, the strict rules my old school had about cussing is if a teacher or an administrator caught you cussing, you'd be sent to the principal's office and you'd be suspended. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't give a shit. So one time I walked through the hallways and I said, "Shit," and I got sent to the principal's office and I got suspended. And then, yeah, so there was a lot of shit I went through back then. And then one time when I was just doing shit, when it got close to the time of my high school graduation, I made a speech. I'm like, I go by a lot of random names, but I'm done with this fucking shit. I'm moving on with my fucking life. I don't give a shit about this high school anymore. So moved on, went to college, studied my shit there. And my first few years out of college fucking sucked when I used to work in fucking schools. I'm like, I feel like I'm in school all over again. Fuck the schools. So then I quit that job, but then now I'm doing much better shit with my life these days. So yeah, thank you. So let me tell you guys about all this shit. And so I'll even sing a song for you guys. Now, I woke up this morning and I got out of bed and I don't give a shit about my high school days. I fucked up that shit, my high school days, and you're talking about high school days with "What's up with that? Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? High school days fucking sucked. I don't give a shit about that. What's up with that? And I don't give a shit about being outdated. What's up with that? What's up with that? Fuck yeah. Now I had to know. So just to end my story, I had a lot of shit I went through in high school, my high school days fucking suck, but I'm fucking happy with where I'm at today in life. And my advice I'll give you guys is, if you want to just go out there and do something you love, you know, you go out there, do what you love, and fuck shit, all the shit. You know, living life the traditional way, school, then college and work, fuck that. It's like life is just one fucking beauty contest after another. But you just go out there, do what you love, and fuck the rest, you know. You'll find a way to do it. So yeah, that's pretty much my story about my high school days and all the shit I went through, and now I'm fucking happy with where I'm at today in life. So yeah, that's my time. Thank you for watching tonight. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you!
Tim